Hola Spain lovers, hola food lovers, Stuart here with another food review video, another restaurant review video. I'm in my local neighborhood here on the outskirts of Madrid. I found an Argentinian restaurant. I'm going to go inside, sit down and try some typical Argentinian food. I'm going to be honest, I'm really looking forward to the meal today. So without further ado, let's go and sit down, get stuck into the meal. Vamos! Now looking around this place, quite modern, the decoration. Bit of a warehouse vibe going on here. It's a fairly big place, not the hugest place that I have seen, but probably sitting around 40, 50 people in this restaurant here. It's a family-run business, which is also something that I like, a small family-run business, husband and wife team, and also other family members lending a hand. And I think that's the case with the waiter. He is a family member who's lending a hand here in the restaurant. Now let's check out the menu, starting with these empanadas, various types of empanadas, which are little pies, if you like, savory pies, la auténtica, la suave, la picantona, la cordobesa, different types of empanadas. I've gone for one, the most authentic, and that is la auténtica. Can't wait for that to arrive. But this is what I'm really interested in, the milanesa, the typical Argentinian milanesa, which is a big piece of fried meat covered in tomato sauce, cheese, and different ingredients as well. We've got different varieties here. Mila la sole, mila pancho villa, milo napo argenta, mila porteña, different types here. And the prices starting at $11.90, going all the way through to $17.90, the most expensive. Other things on the menu here, starters, croquetas, provoleta, guacamole, brocheta, which is like a kebab, mollejas de ternera, salads and also meats, the different type of Argentinian meats here, bife de chorizo, $24.90, Spanish meat as well, vacío de ternera gallega, 21 euros, and then desserts, typical Argentinian desserts. I'm definitely going to order something from the dessert menu as well. And let's wait for the food to arrive. The reviews on Google, very, very high, 4.8 out of 5, 245 people have left a review. Let's have a look at some of the more recent reviews here. Let's see what people are saying. This one here from Alexander, food 5, service 4, atmosphere 4. Good. Another one here from Anna Maria, food 5, service 5, atmosphere 4. And she says, very authentic flavors. It reminded us of Argentina and very attentive service. So good reviews. And of course, as always, I'll give you guys my review at the end of the video when the bill arrives. But as I said, I'm really looking forward to this Argentinian meal today. Washing it down today with a glass of Argentinian red wine. Quite good are the Argentinian reds, I believe, and quite popular in recent times. My first course has arrived. I'll show you that in just a moment. Muchas gracias. And let's see how this wine stacks up against some of the Spanish wines that I have tried over the years here. Let's see. Smells quite nice. That's a tasty wine, and for a house wine, no complaints. Of course, we'll see how much I get charged for this wine because there's no Menú del Día in this place, so I have to pay a la carte prices, so we'll see what the price is, but I will say that that is a decent wine. Now, let's get stuck into the first course that I have here. This is the typical Argentinian empanada, so a little pie if you like. I have tried these on the channel before, and it's coming here with the chimichurri sauce that I'm going to put on top of it, or a little bit on the side of the dish here, and dip it in. Now, I went for the auténtica, the authentic Argentinian empanada, and it has beef mince in it, it's got onion, it's got olives, it's got hard-boiled egg, it's got raisins, and it's also got Argentine spices. So I'm looking forward to trying it. And we can see exactly what I've got on my plate, the chimichurri sauce, the Argentine empanada. We'll have a look in the middle of that and see what's going on as far as filling is concerned. All of the ingredients that I just mentioned. I can't wait to tuck into this. And the moment has arrived. Let's put some more of this chimichurri on top here. And let's bite in. I think it's quite hot, so I'm going to be careful. Let's see. So straight off the bat, I'm going to say that this is one of the best empanadas that I have tried in a long, long time. Why? Because of the pastry, basically. It's light, it's crispy, the filling is absolutely delicious. Those Argentinian spices in there as well, you can taste those. Chimichurri on top. I'm going to try this one here without the chimichurri to begin with, just to see the difference. But the ingredients that are going on inside this empanada are unbelievable, mouth-watering. Let's try some more of this wine and see how it combines with the food. Wow, what a delight. What a delight. Now, I'm going to bite into this one here without the chimichurri, as I said. So I want to try the ingredients on their own here. This is unbelievable. The flavors that are going on inside this pastry are amazing. The mincemeat, the onions, the other spices in there as well. The hard-boiled egg that we can see there. We can see a bit of that egg. What else was in there? Onion, I think, was in there as well, and olives as well. And all of the ingredients combining perfectly. So this, as I said, is possibly the best empanada that I have ever had. Even when I was in Argentina, I can't remember them being this good. I'm going to put some chimichurri on this as well because this sauce is also a standout. Let's put a little bit of that on top. Wow. A little bit more. Finish it off. That was outstanding. And if the second thing that I've ordered is half as good as that, I'll be very, very happy. And with this wine, it's the perfect combination. And I'm a big believer in that if you're eating Argentinian food, drink an Argentinian wine. If you're eating Spanish food, drink a Spanish wine. But again, just my personal opinion. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, but it's working for me today. Now, some people have been leaving comments on the channel in recent times saying that a lot of the places that I'm coming to don't seem to have much atmosphere, not a lot of a vibe going on in the restaurants. Well, the reason is that I come to these places as soon as they open. For example, this place here, I was waiting outside for them to open, 1:30 p.m. Other places I normally get there before 1 o'clock. I get there before the average Spaniard has their lunch. So that's one of the reasons why the restaurants are empty when I'm recording these videos. And also because I don't want to get too many people in the background because you can run into issues as far as data protection is concerned. So that's the reason. But believe me, come to this restaurant on Friday, come to this restaurant on Saturday, come to this restaurant on Sunday, and it's going to be packed and there's going to be a lot of atmosphere here. So that's the reason. Muy bien. Muchas gracias. Now, I'm going to be honest, I might have gone a little bit over the top with the size of this meal today. The price was, let me check out the price of this. I think it was 14 euros and 90 cents. So under 15 euros for this. It's also come with a decent size serving of these wedges chips, if you like. But I've got a decent size milanesa, a decent sized fillet of fried beef on my plate with the cheese on top, ham on top, tomatoes on top. Let's have a look at exactly what I've got going on here. So we've got ham, we've got tomatoes, we've got cheese, an abundance of cheese. We've got tomato, like a tomato sauce or tomato paste under there. And here we have the beef, the crumbed fried beef, which looks enormous and looks very, very tasty, I will say. Let's dig in. Now, of course, to get through something like this, you need a good knife, and you're not going to come to an Argentinian restaurant and not get a good knife because you need a good knife to cut through these meat dishes. I'm going to go straight down the center, do a cross section to see exactly what we've got going on here. Let me cut through. It seems tender, and let me get this out if I can. Just let me cut through this last little piece here. The cheese is stuck to the plate, so it's obviously been in the oven as well, melting that cheese. And there we go with the cross section. If you can see that there, fairly thin. I'd say it's about that thin. The meat, we've got fresh tomato on top, slices of fresh tomato, and it looks hot. So I'm going to be careful going in here first. But the beef is easy to cut. Look at that cheese, which is stuck to the bottom of the pan. That's what's causing a bit of an issue as far as cutting is concerned. I'll wrap it around there. But that's what we're dealing with here. That perfectly cooked thin slice of beef. Now, in Australia, you would call this a parmigiana, a beef parmigiana. More common is the chicken parmigiana, the chicken parma, the chicken parmi, depending on where you come from in Australia. I know in Italy, they probably do something like this, hence the name. In Argentina, milanesa. And also in Germany, Austria, they do the schnitzels as well. But this is the Argentinian variety, and I can't wait to dig in. And that is an explosion of different flavors on my taste buds. The cheese seems to be the dominant flavor coming through. I don't mind it. I'll see if I can find out what type of cheese it is. The ham on top as well, plenty of ham on top. And the meat, as I said, is cooked to perfection. It's tender, well cooked. Of course, you can't choose how well you want your steak cooked when you order something like this. It comes out as is, but I will say it's very tasty, well seasoned. So I've just checked, and the cheese is mozzarella cheese. So again, that Italian influence. See, so I can separate that. There we go. Going for another mouthful here. Now let's try some of this tomato on top. Again, I'll get a generous piece of this crumb steak, this milanesa. Again, the cheese coming up, that mozzarella cheese. Let's try the chips. Nice, well fried, well seasoned. Some more of this wine. The size of this milanesa is enough for 2 people. If you want to have something to start with, maybe a couple of those empanadas each, share one of these, get some dessert as well, because we've got a fairly decent size, and also with the size of fries going on here as well. There's a lot of food, and I could quite easily turn these videos into a food challenge if I wanted to get through something like this, but that'd be a bad move, I reckon, at my age. Now I'm slowly getting through this. A couple more mouthfuls to go. Very filling, I will say. I don't know if I'm going to have room for dessert. Maybe something small. If they've got anything on the dessert menu that's quite small, I'll try it just for the experience. But I'm struggling to get through this, I'll tell you. Final mouthful. So I managed to knock off the milanesa. I've knocked off about half of the serve of the chips. And as I said, I'm pretty full. Now, having the sweet tooth that I have, I couldn't resist ordering a dessert. Apparently the desserts here are also very good, with those typical Argentine sweeteners on top, the dulce de leche as they call it, and other things as well. I've gone for pancakes, so looking forward to that, but again, not sure if I'm going to be able to get through the whole dish. Time will tell. Now, I'm wondering if I'm going to be able to get through this, to be honest. I ordered the pancakes. They're more like crepes, I think. They're filled with the Argentinian dulce de leche, which is like, how would I describe it? Like Nutella, but a lot better quality, I think. Wow, that is nice. It's sweet, but it's not too sweet. I'm finding this just perfect. There's some caramel on top as well, icing sugar. It's a good combination. I've managed to knock one off, and I think I'm going to call it a day because it's just too filling. I can't eat any more. I'm absolutely stuffed. So I'll get this one to take away. Hey? So the bill has arrived. The bill has been paid. The total price today, 29 euros and 20 cents at the restaurant here, Cielo al Revés, Cocina Argentina. The breakdown is the glass of wine, 4 euros and 30 cents. A little bit on the pricey side, but it is an import, so I will accept it. The empanada authentica, or the authentic empanada, 3 euros and 50 cents. The milanesa that I had was 14 euros and 90 cents. And the dessert, panqueque, the pancake or the crepe if you like, with the dulce de leche filling, 6 euros and 50 cents, 29 euros and 20 cents. So more than a menú del día. Normally you would pay around 15, 16 euros at a menú del día at a restaurant that has the menu. So I've gone a la carte today. But as I said, there was enough food today for 2 people. Maybe an extra empanada, so you'd be looking at around 33 euros, I would say. But split that in half, 16, 17 euros each, and you've got yourself a very, very nice meal today. My final thoughts on the restaurant. I have no complaints whatsoever. The food, I'm going to give it a solid 4.7 out of 5, one of the highest scores that I have given so far. The empanada was outstanding. I'm going to give it a 4.9. I can't go much higher than that. The meat dish, the milanesa, was a 4.6, coming down a little bit. And the dessert, I'm going to give that a solid 4.7. So I'm going to work it out to around a 4.8 today. The service was good, can't complain. The owner of the restaurant, or the owner's father, not sure exactly who it was, very, very friendly indeed. We had a conversation. He asked me if I had been to Argentina. I said I have been to Argentina. He said fantastic. We had a bit of a conversation about that. A very, very friendly guy. We talked about Spain, what we like and what we dislike about Spain. So we have some things in common. So I'm going to give that a solid 4.8 out of 5 as well. The atmosphere of the place, I'm going to give it a 5 because I've got no complaints whatsoever about what's going on in this restaurant here. And I also believe it's a dog-friendly place. Don't quote me on that, but I think it is. So if you come here with your furry friend at the weekend, you can enjoy your meal with your dog beside you. But again, don't quote me if it is or not a dog-friendly place, but I think it might be. Questions and comments, please leave them in the section below. Let me know your thoughts on the food that I have had today. Do you enjoy the food from Argentina? Do you enjoy the typical milanesa? Do you enjoy the Argentinian meat cuts? Let me know in that comment section below. What about the empanadas also, and also the desserts? Do you like Argentinian desserts? Let me know in that comment section below. Give the video a thumbs up if you liked it, thumbs down if you didn't. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, become a subscriber, help keep the channel growing, and turn on notifications so that you know every time I post a new video. Until the next one, hasta luego and buen provecho from Madrid. Bye-bye.